I'm wondering, like if you're gonna fight him, where would you fight him at, number one? And number two, are you saying that from 140 to 147, you're willing to fluctuate and move back and forth as opposed to just moving up and weight or whatever? What's your intent?
Well, my intent, look at my strength and conditioning coach, he said that he believes that I can make 140 comfortably. You know, I trust, the people, my team around me. If the opportunity presents itself, I would love to fight Shakur Stevenson.
During Stephen A. Smith's live broadcast, Ryan Garcia sparked immediate tension, saying he'd gladly face Shakur Stevenson at 140 pounds if the so-called track runner finally accepts.
Let's go. I want that.
Right.
If the opportunity presents itself, I just want boxing to be at the top. I want to make these fights happen, and I know I could beat these guys.
He made it clear that his goal is to show everyone he now controls the division and has the power to make the biggest matchups happen. Garcia explained why he believes he has become boxing's biggest draw and one of the sport's most talked about stars.
And, I've always had the following. I've always had, all the opportunities you can have as a superstar. Now that I have this piece that I kind of was missing, of course, I would love to keep fighting and kind of carry boxing. I actually lead this generation of young fighters of popularity and now of being a world champion. So I have all the opportunities to become the face of boxing, but now I just have to prove it with my dedication and all my fights that are going to be lined up. I have to do it now. I would love to defend my title, and if that happens, let's do that too.
Shakur Stevenson didn't stay quiet for long. He fired back immediately with a cold warning that changed this heated exchange into something far more serious, putting Ryan Garcia directly in the spotlight and raising the stakes like never before.
He's going to get murdered. He's going to get beat up. So since y'all felt that way, then let's make the fight happen. Let me show y'all why.
Even before that explosive challenge on live television, the rivalry had already reached a boiling point. During an intense face-to-face exchange, both fighters unleashed harsh insults, pushed each other to the limit, and exchanged aggressive warnings that showed just how personal this feud had become.
You have Shakur beating him, though.
Yo,
I do have you beating him.
I will whoop your ass.
I'll pop that gap right back in that mouth. I'll have you looking like a saber gap tooth tiger. I'll do you dirty, bro. Don't lie, bro.
You suck.
Hey,
You lost
oh my, here we go.
I don't care.
Not the same
You
fighter.
lost to Rolly.
Hey, not the same fighter. Not the
lost
same.
to
Hey, when I
Rolly.
put a beat on you, what are you
lost
gonna
to
say?
Rolly.
When I put a beat on you, what are you gonna say?
I watched. I was
Hey,
there.
no, when I put a beat on you, I'm talking about you. You got no power. You got no power.
And you lost. And you still scared him to this day.
No, you. Bro, I'm gonna knock that gap right back in your mouth. I'm gonna knock that gap into your mouth again. Hey, you fixed the teeth. You fixed the teeth. But I'm gonna knock that right back in. I'm gonna put you, bam.
Not willing to back down for a second, Ryan Garcia sent a strong message to everyone watching. He warned that the dangerous version of himself is back, his hunger has returned, and he's fully prepared to bring serious punishment once he steps inside the ring again.
I'm gonna give them what they want. They want a bad dude, I'll give you a bad dude. I'm a killer. I have the killer instinct, so it's kind of, you lose the killer instinct in you.
You do want to hurt this person.
Yeah, of course.
Shakur Stevenson also spoke with total confidence, claiming he has reached the highest level in the sport with skills that stand above everyone else. He believes his ability to adjust to any opponent and handle every style makes him the most complete and dangerous fighter in boxing today.
Honestly, for me personally, I feel like I'm like the best fighter in boxing, and I don't mean this in no disrespectful way, because I got a lot of fighters in boxing that I still watch to this day that I like, and I'm like, okay, I'm still this. So I'm Usyk. I love Usyk. I love Bivol. I love them Eastern European styles. But for me, I just feel like I'm a fighter that could do it all. I can do it all. Whatever needs to be done to get the job done, I can do that. So some nights you might see I might outbox people. Then some nights I might stand there and beat a guy up and beat them at their own game. So I think for me, I'm the most complete fighter in boxing.
Putting all the pressure back on his opponent, Shakur Stevenson made it clear that he's ready for the fight and has no intention of stepping away. He challenged Ryan Garcia to prove his talk means something. Since moving to that weight was Garcia's proposal, Stevenson wants him to take the next step, put pen to paper, and stop giving people reasons to doubt the matchup.
Can he make 40 again?
He said he could. He the one who came out and said, like, let's fight at 140. He said that. So if he said that, it's like, okay, you can make the weight, then let's do it.
Even some of the most influential voices in combat sports can't stop talking about this growing rivalry as they focus on the dramatic clash of styles. Joe Rogan admitted the matchup has his full attention, but he also cautioned that Ryan Garcia could be facing a completely different level of opponent when that bell finally rings.
That was art. That was art. That's boxing at the highest level. And I'm fascinated because now they're talking about him and Ryan Garcia. I am fascinated to watch that fight because Shakur's a different animal. Ryan looked amazing in that fight. I mean, he looked amazing. I mean, he looked so fast, and it was a beautiful fight to watch. But that's an interesting fight. I like that fight. Shakur and him, I like that fight a lot. Because Shakur's just a different animal. You're dealing with a whole different kind of skill set.
Making the rivalry even more intense, Terrence Crawford shared his view on what could happen when these two fighters finally meet in the ring. Crawford offered a serious prediction, suggesting the contest may not be as close as many expect. In his opinion, Garcia's aggressive approach and defensive mistakes could create the perfect openings for a masterful counterpunching performance from Stevenson.
Yeah, Shakur. Listen, I went down to camp before he fought Teofimo, and I seen his focus and the level of, intense training he was doing. And I said, I don't know it all, but I know Shakur gonna whoop Teofimo's ass. I tweeted that way before the fight, and he went out there and did it. Right. Shakur got a jab. Shakur got a head movement. Shakur got defense. Shakur knows range. Shakur have good legs. So I look at that fight like it's not gonna be as a competitive fight like everybody think, because if Ryan get careless, he's gonna get countered all day.
The discussion then shifted into more controversial territory, as respected boxing legends compared Garcia's explosive natural talent with the questions surrounding his past. They admitted that his incredible speed and power can instantly change the outcome of any fight. But they also raised concerns about whether the controversies attached to his career have cast a shadow over some of his most important wins.
Ryan's speed is extraordinary. He relies on it a lot, but I mean, that's not a knock. That's just like, if you had it, everybody should rely on that. Man,
Shakur's not slow.
Nuts. Shakur's a different animal.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, a lot of people thought Devin Haney was different, though, right? A lot of people thought Devin Haney was going to give him real problems. When he dropped Devin early with a left hook, everybody was like, oh, this is different. I wish he didn't have a positive drug test in that fight, because that fucking tainted everything.
They know each other far too well. I think him and Devin fought each other the most out of all of them. Shakur and Ryan fought as well, which Shakur won all the times that they fought. But I just think, him and Devin, the history of it, Devin came in there overconfident. Ryan, being juiced up, added a little whatever it did. But, you can't take away from him landing the punches that he was landing. You can't take away from the performance that, he was doing. But when you on steroids, that add to,
it definitely adds something.
Henry Garcia confidently laid out what he believes is the perfect game plan to take down the unbeaten star. even predicting a dramatic ending that could send shockwaves through the boxing world. He also claimed their side already has a mental advantage, pointing to past amateur encounters where, according to him, Stevenson struggled to make any real impact against his son.
What happens in the Shakur fight? How does it end in your opinion? Decision, knockout?
We hit him with a body shot, he's done.
Why the body
He
shot?
can't take this body shot. We already know.
Really?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a better jab than my son. My son has an awesome jab. We beat him in the amateurs, okay, with the jabs. When Ryan was young, Ryan was only 16 years old. But he qualified 17, 18 with Shakur. Shakur was on that level. So if you're within 2 years, they're gonna put you in that category. Okay, and I said, Ryan, we didn't know Shakur, they didn't know us. But I said, you know, Ryan, let's work on that jab. Ryan was throwing that beautiful jab, pop, pop, pop. I said, okay, that's what we're gonna work on. Let's start off there. My God, wait, let me finish. That jab was awesome. Shakur never hit Ryan.
The emotions reached another level as Ryan Garcia's father passionately stood up for his family's boxing reputation against those who continue to question their achievements. He delivered a powerful message about the sacrifices, struggles, and hard battles that shaped their journey, insisting they have been competing against elite talent and proving themselves from a very young age.
We've been doing this shit since 7 years old. We've been kicking. We've been winning a lot of nationals. Train a guy and try to win one national and see what happens. Try. We won 15. And my other son won 7, Ryan Garcia. It's hard. You gotta go through the district, you gotta go through the state, you gotta go through the regional, the state, the regional, and then you gotta go through a national. You gotta go through 4 steps. And you're fighting the best of the best. So don't tell me that you know my son and that he's not a good boxer. Oh, it pisses me off.
Top lightweight contender Frank Martin brought a dose of reality to the conversation by warning both fighters about the risks that come with moving between weight divisions. Drawing from his own experience inside the ring, he explained that competing at a weight that doesn't feel natural can take a serious toll on a fighter, leaving them exhausted and vulnerable before they even understand what's happening.
I feel like, man, with this, man, fight at the weight you comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that weight shit is real. You know, you could be in there and you don't know until you in there. You know, like, that you was drained or whatever. You find out then. You know, if you ain't never experienced it, you'll find out. You know what I'm saying? When you in there, your legs might be tired or whatever. You know, you find out quick. But you gotta, you know, fight at the weight he's comfortable with. You know, that's what I say.
Former world champion Rolly Romero added an interesting angle to the discussion by looking past the usual hype and focusing on the raw physical differences between these fighters. He argued that while Stevenson has elite boxing ability and high-level technique, he doesn't possess the explosive natural athletic traits and game-changing speed that make Garcia such a dangerous opponent.
No, but Shakur is an incredible boxer. But you're an incredible boxer. You're not a puncher, you know, but you're still an incredible boxer. So not everyone gets to punch hard. Not everyone gets this. Not everyone gets superhuman reflexes. Not everyone's super agile. Not everyone gets like a granite chin. You know, you got to do with what you got.
Former world champion Gary Russell Jr. examined the mental side of the matchup, suggesting that Garcia is unlikely to be concerned by Stevenson's punching power. He emphasized that Garcia has the kind of explosive force that can hurt any opponent, but believes the outcome may come down to one key question. Can Garcia find a way inside and apply that pressure without falling into a carefully set trap?
Ryan has the ability to hurt him. I believe, just like you mentioned with Shakur, Ryan won't respect Shakur's power. And he does have the ability to hurt Shakur. The difference is, I think Shakur...
Can he hit him?
That's going to be the issue. How you attack and when you attack. That's going to be the issue. Just like with Andy Hiroka, the same way with my younger brother competing against Andy Hiroka. It had to be a strategy, just like Teofimo Lopez. he didn't know how to properly close the distance.
Yeah.
And when he did close the distance, he didn't know what to do once he did close the distance.
I'm here.
You feel me? So that's really the difference.
Like going even deeper into the tactical battle between these two fighters, Gary Russell Jr. warned that attacking the body alone won't be enough to crack a world-class defensive boxer. He suggested that defeating someone with Stevenson's skill set requires a near-perfect game plan and elite execution. At the same time, he made it clear that he isn't about to reveal the secret formula.
I believe the body is important with every fight.
Yeah.
I think what's important is actually the strategy of it, not just saying go to the body.
Right.
You have to really understand the sport to really do this shit.
I think kind of
I ain't trying to get y'all too much.
yeah.
It was to be us.
Former champion Sean Porter described Stevenson's defensive awareness as something almost unbelievable, saying it often looks like he can spot every punch coming before it ever reaches him. Porter explained that any opponent hoping to succeed must find a way to interrupt that sharp timing, limit what Stevenson can see, and push him into situations where he feels far less comfortable than usual.
Sold and not told.
I get the analogy of like if you play a arcade shooting game, right? And you got the circles that pop up everywhere, and you gotta go like that and hit them all, right? For Shakur, he sees it all before it happens. So he sees it, boom. He sees it, boom. The body's important because now you got his eyes doing this. You got to get this kid doing this with his eyes. As long as he can look at you like this and just find it, that's all day and all night for Shakur.
All you gotta do is break his control.
Yeah, you just gotta break his control. How do you break his control? To me, controlling the distance.
My little brother fought Andy Heroic.
Yeah, exactly.
The conversation then turned toward the deeper reasons behind Stevenson's success and why so many opponents struggle to deal with him inside the ring. Gary Russell Jr. argued that Stevenson's greatest strength goes far beyond traditional boxing skills. In his view, the real difference is his unusual ability to control the pace of a fight, influence his opponent's decisions, and position himself exactly where he wants throughout every moment of the battle.
I personally think that Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson need to fight next.
Really?
You got two fighters that just did what they did.
That'd be a good fight. I still slightly, in my opinion, I would still favor Shakur. Because I feel as though he does control the revenue. That's what I think his skill is, honestly. That's what I think his skill is. Like, his skill isn't like his boxing ability. His skill is, a lot of times when you watch people fight, you can see that one fighter is in more control of what's going on in that ring. He maintains a certain level of control with his distance and range. I believe that's what his true skill is.
In his final and most striking breakdown, Gary Russell Jr. pointed to Garcia's unusual size advantages, explaining that his height and reach could create serious problems for Stevenson throughout the fight. He suggested that Stevenson may have to take risks and move through dangerous punching range again and again, just to find openings. Russell left fans with a dramatic conclusion, saying that while Stevenson might be able to frustrate Garcia mentally, a single mistake could give Garcia the chance to land a fight-changing shot and cause real damage.
But if you can break that, then you got something different. I don't know if Ryan would be able to break it. But I think he's tall enough, whereas though, and he got enough reach, whereas though Shakur is going to have to close the distance to actually hit Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He got to cross that line of fire to hit Ryan, versus he just making them come into him and he just pop shotting him. And Ryan got some pop. If Ryan touches his ass, he got the ability to hurt Shakur. I don't think Shakur has the ability to hurt him. Damn. He can hurt his pride. But I don't think he can physically hurt him.
Rising prospect Colonel Moughton shared his take on the matchup, speaking from direct experience of being in the ring with a top lightweight champion. He admitted that Garcia has the kind of power that can instantly change a fight, but still leaned heavily towards Stevenson. In his view, Stevenson's fight IQ and nearly impossible defense would allow him to control the action and take over the bout.
And I think I won't say it's too much. You know, Ryan has surprised us before. You know, but I feel like I'll take Shakur in that fight for sure. Shakur got way better at boxing IQ and you know, way too good at defense for the stuff that Ryan would try to pull. You know, I feel like I'll definitely take Shakur in that fight.
As this heated rivalry keeps rising, the entire boxing world is now watching closely, fully aware that this could turn into one of the most intense tactical battles in modern boxing. Both fighters continue exchanging sharp insults, drawing clear lines over weight divisions, while experts remain split right down the middle. The pressure is now extreme, and it feels like there is no turning back. One mistake inside the ring could completely change both of their careers forever. Fans are witnessing something rare here, where real hostility mixes with elite-level skill, pushing this fight beyond a normal matchup and into instant classic territory. The countdown is already in motion, and neither side can afford to blink first. So what do you think will really happen when these two finally step into the ring to settle everything? Can Ryan Garcia land that one fight-ending shot, or will Shakur Stevenson deliver a pure defensive masterclass and shut him down completely? Will this clash actually happen at 140 pounds, or could the negotiations collapse before the contract is ever signed? Who do you believe has the stronger mental edge after all the face-to-face tension and public trash talk? Can Garcia rise and prove he is the face of this new boxing era, or will Stevenson completely expose him on the biggest stage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more breakdowns just like this. This video is created strictly for informational and educational purposes, only to keep the boxing audience updated with the latest news, analysis, and discussions around the sport. All content falls under fair use guidelines, as it is intended for commentary, criticism, and reporting. To make this video more unique, engaging, and informative for viewers on YouTube, we have also used AI assistance in the creation process. We do not claim ownership of any external clips, images, or referenced material. All rights belong to their respective owners.